Hey folks, Alan Jones with HiFi Buys. I'm actually in our Legends room, and I just wanted to tell you all about a video that you're going to see, or 2 or 3 different videos, on some integrated amps. We're basically, David and Ed here at the store are talking about these different amps. We wanted to give you kind of an idea and a little bit of comparison and some features and functions, benefits, that kind of thing, of amplifiers under $2,500. They're done Marantz, the Model 30, which is a very new product by them and a very new design. Eloquent, really much bigger sounding than the amplifier is. It's just a beautiful product, shall we say, has a great phono stage in it. We also have got the Hegel 95, and you end up finding that Hegel is just a really unique product that's kind of come to the market and really taken everybody by surprise, including us. So I'd highly recommend, if you can, get down and take a listen to that as well. We also have a vacuum tube integrated in here, and it's Primaluna Evo 100. Has some of the best transformers in the business that you'll find, especially within this price range. I think it's $2,200. You end up finding, again, just a wonderful product. Also has a built-in headphone stage, which actually converts pretty much the entire amp to being a headphone amp. They're one of the few companies that does that all the way through their line. So I'm proud of David and Ed, and also these 3 companies for putting out such fine products for us at HiFi Buys to be able to give you the experience.
So what I like about the Primaluna Evo 100 integrated amp is it is just about as simple a device as you can get. If you've already got a phono preamp, if you're a vinyl nut, or you're thinking about getting a phono preamp, you don't already have one built into the Evo 100. If you're thinking about getting a DAC, or you already got a nice DAC, you don't have one built into the Evo 100. It's just a simple preamp and power amp in one box. It's all analog. There's no frills. There's nothing that you're eventually going to wish you had bought externally rather than buying it internally. So it's a great product. It's easy to use. It's got a fantastic headphone amp. It's one of the best headphone amps you're going to buy, and it's just included in it for free. So when you plug in a pair of headphones and you switch on the side from loudspeakers to headphones, the EL34 tubes start driving those headphones. It's not got like a little op amp chip built into it for a headphone amp. It's a beautiful sounding, wonderful headphone amp that you get for free. And they've included that in every one of their integrated amps, the 100, 200, 300, and 400. They also have fantastic transformers in them for their price point. They're heavy. They're designed and built by Primaluna. They're potted in epoxy for vibration control, and it's a nice wide bandwidth sound. So if you go on their website, you'll hear Kevin Deal talk to us about wide bandwidth and what that means. But it means the amplifier has a lot of headroom to do things really, really nicely. They've got bad tube indicator lights, so it makes it simple to operate. You know when a tube's bad, which one it is, and it doesn't like blow fuses on the circuit board or anything when that happens. They also auto bias themselves, so when you drop in new tubes, when one's gone bad or when it's time to replace them, or you just want to roll tubes, try different tubes in it, it will auto bias itself, so you don't have to get out a voltmeter and check that bias, because it will do that automatically. The Marantz Model 30 integrated amplifier is a very nice device that has fully discrete 2-stage design. This minimizes interference, and they use what they call HDAM technology. That's a hyperdynamic amplifier module. This is something that Marantz puts together from dozens of independent parts that they select by hand for pure detailed Marantz sound. They have a house sound that they're very proud of, and they custom curate hundreds of individual parts rather than just taking things off the shelf. And it outperforms most standard integrated circuits to create a unique Marantz musicality that you expect from them. It has 2 independent power supplies, which is a nice touch. It allows the separation between the preamp stage and the power amp stage, so that when the power amp stage is really drawing, it's not impacting the preamplifier stage. They use a toroidal transformer. It's a nice beefy one that enables a stable power supply and releases it from fluctuations on the power amplifier stage. It has an instantaneous high current power supply. That's the second type, and this is designed to deliver high current instantaneously to the switch mode amplifier that the power amplifier is designed around. It's a nice solid chassis that it's constructed from. It's thick, it's heavy, it's non-magnetic aluminum, and it's got a nice rigid steel top on it. So it's got a really nice feel to it. It's also got a nice heft to it. The phono stage is pretty nice. It does moving magnet cartridge as well as moving coil, but in the moving coil range it has a setting for low output moving coils, medium output moving coils, and high output moving coils. And the input impedance changes with those settings for low, medium, and high. It also has a power amp in and pre-out, so that's nice for when you want to use it in a more flexible setting as just a preamp or as just a power amp. And then we really like the heavy-duty binding posts that this product has. They're really going to grip your speaker connections and hold on to them and make sure that you have maximum surface contact. And it includes tone controls, which a lot of things don't have anymore. So you've got tone control, balance, you've got bass and treble. One of the results of the two independent power supplies that the Model 30 has is that it achieves 100 watts per channel into an 8 ohm power rating, but it doubles that power into a 4 ohm power rating. So it does 200 watts into 4 ohms. That's usually a sign of a good power supply design, when you can double your output from 100 to 200 when your speaker impedance drops from 8 to 4 ohms.
Well, Hegel might not be the most recognizable name in audio, but it is amongst audiophiles and has become quite popular in the last few years. Today I'm talking about the little Hegel H95 integrated amplifier. Although it's rated at 2 times 60 watts into 8 ohms, it's a little powerhouse. It has an extremely high damping factor, meaning that it can control speakers easily. It's the perfect amplifier for bookshelf speakers or even small tower speakers. Its overall balance is smooth and clean, with a slight touch of warmth to it. The thing that most people notice when first listening to the Hegel products, even the little H95, is how well the bass is controlled. Because of its slim size, it doesn't take up much space. You're able to connect it to the network. It's compatible with Apple AirPlay. It is also compatible with Spotify Connect for streaming. One of the combinations I like to offer customers is the Hegel H95 combined with the Balloon Sound Node. The H95 has a coax digital input, so it's easy to hook up for streaming from the Node. The built-in DAC in the Hegel H95 is actually quite good, and I recommend everyone trying that combination. This combination has become popular for home offices because of its small size, combined with a nice pair of bookshelf speakers with small floor standings, very high resolution, clean system. The Hegel H95 also has a headphone output, 6.3 millimeter jack. Is also software upgradable over the air. So it is very much future-proof, and as improvements come along, the updates will extend the life of an extremely good product.